All right, Arsenal is taking on Rens down in France today, and we're here to bring you the most awaited preview. Predicted starting 11, as you guys really know, and what my prediction is, and what the threats could be into this beautiful game of football that Arsenal is going to play down in France. Rokani David is my name. Smash the like button, comment, and share. If you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Both of these teams played away over the weekend in their respective leagues, and Rens played away at Strasbourg and they beat it by 1-0. Remember, Strasbourg is one of those teams managed by Patrick Vieira, the former Invisible at Arsenal, and Arsenal went away at Bournemouth and hit Bournemouth by 4-0, where we saw Kai Havertz score his first goal for the club of Arsenal, and they're going to face themselves today. Yesterday I had timed myself, but the press conference delayed because Mikel Arteta and the team of Arsenal's flight really delayed, and that's why the press are really delayed. But all in all, we're here to obviously bring you what our thoughts are about this beautiful fixture. For Arsenal, they're not having Julian Timber, they're not having Gabriel Martinelli. Those are the two players that Arsenal are really having out in action. But Thomas Partey returned, traveled with the team. Bukayo Saka is fit, and Jesus is going to have to be past physically fit to take on the Strasbourg side. And Strasbourg are really having some good players out in their team, and there is Masadio Haidara. He's really doubtful, and Machado might come in through to play into his position. Then we're having David Costa is having a shoulder injury, Jimmy Cabot is having an ACL, and Farinez also having an ACL, and they've been out since the start of the campaign. And the man to watch is Eli Wahi, that Arsenal was obviously trying to sign, and he was so much linked to Arsenal, by the way. He's a forward that we're going to have to play in very many goals last season, but this season he was really so much on pressure, and over the weekend is the one who scored for Rens when they beat Strasbourg by 1-0. Then Angelo Flegini and Florin Sotocha are really going to obviously be the front three that's obviously going to come in through and really attack the side of Arsenal. So when you look at these sides, they might not look balanced, but the Champions League is the Champions League. And when Rens went away in Spain at Sevilla and got a point, that was really a warning, or a signal to all Arsenal fans all over the world that things can go from bad to worse when they go that side. Now, Arsenal needs to keep their composure, though they are going to play a game of they're going to play the game of Man City over the weekend, but they need this one too. Why? If Arsenal wins this game, they'll find themselves in a position of only wanting to win their remaining 2 games at Emirates to see to it that they obviously win the group and obviously top the group. That is it. And I think this game is so much crucial because no setback will obviously be in the Arsenal's Champions League, some Champions League verge for the trophy, if at all they really beat this side today. But if at all they don't beat this side today, then stuff won't go on as planned, because they'll obviously find themselves in a position of obviously being exposed more and more and more at a different kind of level altogether. So to my own understanding, it's obviously very important for the club of Arsenal to win the game of football today, because if they don't win it, it's obviously going to be one of those times that you'll obviously regret why you never won this game of football, because you'll never know what is going to happen in the next games. You know, away at Sevilla, you know what can happen that side, because when Man United went at Sevilla beat them by 3-1 last season, and you never know how things are going to pan out, because United lost that game because of the injuries they had. You know, they never had Varane, they never had Lisandro Martinez, they never had I think Marcus Rashford. They're having like 5 players who are really doubt. Sabitzer was out, so it's better to win these games that are really winnable when you still have your full squad, and that's why Arsenal should obviously go ahead and obviously win this beautiful game of football. Now, let's go into the predicted starting 11, and the stadium they're going to play that game at is known as Estadio Boraet de l'Elis. That is it. Now, let's go to the starting 11 of Arsenal. That is really probable that we believe Mikel Arteta is obviously going to flaunt to take on the side of Rens, and we know that no mercy to obviously be thrown up to this team of Rens. The system is a 4-3-3 system for the side of Arsenal. We all know that that's the system they obviously use, and the big question is who is going to start in goal. But I think that narrative is no longer a problem to us because we now know who the first choice goalkeeper of Arsenal is. It's none other than David Raya, expected to start in between the stages of Arsenal. It has been shown to us and confirmed to us that Aaron Ramsdale is now the second choice goalkeeper of Arsenal. That is it. Now, on the right back, obviously it's going to be Benjamin White to play as the right back. Left back, Zinchenko is going to play as the left back for Arsenal. Central defense, obviously, William Saliba on the right side of the central defense. Then on the left side, it's going to be none other than Gabriel Magalhaes to play into that position very, very well. And we go to the central midfield. Declan Rice in the CDM position alongside Martin Odegaard, right? Then Fabio Vieira. I don't think that Kai Havertz is going to obviously start this game of football because the manager might have a different plan altogether as far as Arsenal facing Man City is really concerned. So I think he's not going to play part into this game of football, and he's obviously going to be not given a chance to obviously start up into this beautiful game of football. Then we go to Bukayo Saka, right forward. Then left forward, I know it's going to be Leandro Trossard for me. He never played a minute in the game of Bournemouth, but I believe he's ready to be unleashed into this game of football. And I think Edin Nketiah is going to go back to the bench, and it's obviously going to be Gabriel Jesus starting into this fixture. So that is my predicted starting 11 that I believe Arsenal is going to flaunt to take on the side of Rens down in France. But I have a reason as to why I believe Arteta is going to go with his strongest side. You know why? He wants to win this game early enough and really rest these players, because he knows when you look at that 11, you can obviously get off 5 players that are really so much important for the game of Man City. If you win that game early enough, you can take off Bukayo Saka early enough and put there Reece Nelson into that position. Jesus can be taken off for Edin Nketiah. Trossard can be taken off for Emily Smith-Rowe. Declan Rice can be taken off for either Thomas Partey or Jorginho. Then even Zinchenko can be taken off and get in Tomiyasu. Those are the 5 players that I believe can obviously be taken off early enough to obviously kill off this game of football. But you never know. As you see that starting 11, you might see Kai Havertz starting that midfield 3 and Fabio Vieira being played off the bench, you know, and very many other changes can be made, like Nketiah starting and Jesus coming off the bench because he believes he should obviously be ready for the game of Man City. But for me, I would start Gabriel Jesus because I know he has gone ahead to obviously heal from the injury, and Arteta needs to manage the minutes of these players very, very well. But Wahi, that centre forward, should really be kept in good books with his height because he's really a very deadly player. Then talking about RC Rens, they're having Flagini, shirt number 11, so Tocha. He's really another player that obviously does the needful, and this Mendy guy who plays in the midfield should also be really given a very huge eye that is really keen, because I saw him play in the friendly against the team I support, Manchester United, and he was really great, and they went ahead to obviously put in a very good shift in there for you. That's so many to beat them by 3-1, but they put up a very good performance, and I believe they can easily go ahead at us. They can easily go put in a very huge game at Arsenal and obviously see to it that maybe Arsenal doesn't obviously register this point. But my prediction is 2-1 Arsenal. That is it. 2-1 Arsenal. Though Arsenal have gone ahead to keep a clean sheet most times away from home, but I don't see Arsenal keep a clean sheet this time around. Now, let me read to you some head-to-head facts that you need to know. Rens unbeaten in their 2 previous UEFA Champions League games against Arsenal, drawing at home 1-1, winning away 1-0 in 1998-1999, meaning the pedigree is on the side of RC Rens, but Arsenal can break this tonight. This is the first time between the sides. This is the first time between the sides since the 1999 2000 UEFA Cup semi-final, with Arsenal winning 3-1 on aggregate. Secondly, Arsenal's first ever UEFA Champions League game was away to Rens 25 years and 17 years ago. Mark Overmars gave Gunners the lead before Tony Vielles last-minute equalizer for the French side. Third, Arsenal have lost just one of their 14 away games against French sides in all competitions. They've gone ahead to win 5 and drawn 5, going down 3-1 at Rens in the UEFA Europa League in 2019. The Gunners are unbeaten in 8 such visits in the UEFA Champions League, 6 wins and 2 draws, though did lose the 2006 final in Paris when they lost to Barcelona by 2-1. Then, fourthly, Rens has lost just one of their 14 away games against French. Arsenal, Rens have scored at least 1 in each of their last 33 home games in the European competition, 78 goals, starting this run against Arsenal in the group stage of the UEFA Champions League in 1999-1998. That is it. Arsenal unbeaten in their last 9 UEFA Champions League group stages. They've gone ahead to win 7 and drawn 2, beating PSV 4-0 on their return to the competition this season. Only between November 2003 and September 2006 have they had a long run without defeat in the group stages. That is Arsenal for you, and that's what they are bringing to you on the table to obviously face off the side of PSV. So guys, thank you very much for watching through. Sorry, the side of Rens. So that's what I had for you. It was really short, but it was called for because I found it insane to obviously not go into this game without bringing you this predicted starting 11. But Fabio Vieira and Leandro Trossard, I see them start for the club of Arsenal, and we wait and see how they will take on the like of Wahi at that side of Rens. Thank you very much for watching through. More stories are really coming in through. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. As Rokani David remains my name. I'm out.